So here we are, just stopped. This is where I'm going to stop on the ground. If you notice, I'll shine it right there. You can see my leg just sits over the top of the bike, and I can do it on either side same way. So all I do is just slide my foot over. You know, you can't stay on your tippy toes, but this is a little bit more stable to do that. So all I'm doing is just shifting my weight. Hey, this is Eric of Swan, Odysseys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a short video on mounting and dismounting, or actually I should say straddling your bike at a stoplight. This is a taller bike, like a dirt bike, not quite as tall, but it still has a seat height of about 74 inches from the ground up to the top of the seat. Me with a 72-inch inseam, obviously there's no way I can flat foot this bike with both feet on the ground. I received a question from one of my subscribers asking me about my bike. He was actually talking about my old bike, my Concourse 14, which also had a pretty high seat, which I think is about 73 inches tall. And is it tough to ride in getting on off the bike and so forth? And my answer is no, not really. If you're used to riding dirt bikes, or used to riding, you know, high seat heights and dealing with it, and it's really not that big of a deal, because obviously you don't want to be duck walking any bikes anyway, especially a big bike like this. It's close to 500 pounds. Duck walking the bike is just a recipe for disaster. So when you're off the bike, you're off the bike. When you're on the bike, you're on the bike. And your feet should be on the foot pegs, and none of the coasting with your feet hanging out like that. That's a recipe for disaster. So what happens when you do come to a stop sign and you need to get off the bike? Pretty simple, really. I'm going to make a turn down the street and I'm going to pull up to a place to stop, and I'll show you what I mean. So as I come up to a stop sign here, I'm going to be making a left-hand turn, but I come to a complete stop, stop the bike, put my foot down, and as I put my foot down, I shift my weight over to the left side of the bike, basically just straddling on my right thigh on my saddle. This allows me to put my foot flat on the ground. And you can do this either side. You can switch over here, and I can do it with this side. Now I typically do my left foot down, and the reason why is so I can actuate my rear brake for stopping. It's better than trying to tippy toe the bike with just your feet on the ground. You don't have the control that you have by sitting off the bike. And you can do this for any size of height the bike. Like I said, this is 74 inches and it allows me easily, my knees bent, and it's just a nice way to stop. And when I'm ready to go, I'm in gear. And away we go. So that's what I do. There's a lot of other videos out there that probably do it in greater detail, but I just wanted to show you. Practice it a couple times, try it on either side. It's whatever you like best. And in the comment section, let me know what you think. And I'm curious, do you tend to stop with your right foot down or your left foot down? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next ride. See what I do? I just shift my weight back over to the center of my saddle. After you do it enough times, you don't even notice you're doing it.